The Northeast Indiana Innovation Center, or NIIC, is the place to help launch or develop your business, oftentimes at no cost to you. Karl, LaPan is the head of the NIIC and is celebrating a big week this week. What is this, Global
Entrepreneurship Week.
Which means what?
Yeah, it's really a chance to maybe inspire people that are thinking about being an entrepreneur, celebrate entrepreneurs because, you know, they take a lot of risk and a lot of uncertainty, and hopefully connect entrepreneurs to resources that can help them grow faster and smarter than they might if they just tried to do it themselves.
I've heard that, you know, people feel like, well, it's kind of risky to be an entrepreneur. And then I heard somebody say in 2017, it's risky to be an employee.
Yeah, I think so. I think as you look at kind of some of the changes in two-way loyalty and you think about some of the changes in large companies and how they compete, all the net new job creation comes from entrepreneurially oriented companies. So I think it's a great time to be thinking about starting a company.
So I know you guys kicked things off with a breakfast this morning.
Yeah, we did. This was our Business Builders Breakfast. It was really just open to entrepreneurs who might be thinking about it, maybe not ready to quit their job, but they've had this burning idea in the back of their head, and they want to try to see if they can connect some of those dots.
Yeah, and then we've got, what, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, still more events?
We do. You know, tomorrow night, a celebration at Muncie. There's an Excellence in Innovation program with the Muncie Innovation Connector. Tomorrow, we have an afternoon meetup for students. The next day, we have a women's-oriented program, and we'll top it off Thursday with looking at some of the money mistakes that entrepreneurs make, and hopefully help them get ahead of that.
We talk about, or you just mentioned that we want to celebrate entrepreneurship this week too. Why don't we? Or it feels like that's kind of an American value that we used to celebrate all the time.
Yeah, I think, you hear the word entrepreneurship a lot, an entrepreneur, but, only about 9% of adults are actually pursuing entrepreneurial endeavors. So it's still really a small percentage of, the total adult population. I think it's really important to shine a light on it, help people understand that we need more of it, and to recognize that, there's lots of different ways to begin down that path. First, maybe as a solopreneur, maybe freelancing, maybe building some consulting revenues to help you build a product. There's many ways to head down that path versus just kind of quitting your job and starting cold turkey.
Yeah, we are looking at some of the things that the NIIC has done here. I think most of these were all in the past year. What are some of these things that you guys do for entrepreneurs?
Yeah, I think there's a couple areas we try to focus on. First is kind of education, being able to give the tools and resources to entrepreneurs to help make sure that they are gaining the business savvy and smarts to start and grow a company. Second is celebration, events, workshops, things that connect them to, maybe a broader community of people. Entrepreneurs tend to be a bit on the lonely side. They tend to sometimes feel a little isolated. They like to be around people who think like they do, and really trying to bring that to bear at the center to help them get to that next level. And then the resources to grow, helping them through their business model, helping them with space and services to grow their company, giving them credibility and confidence, and surrounding them with a great community of entrepreneurs and people who believe in them. And I think those are kind of some of the important things.
Yeah, and all very important things. And sometimes, like you said, it's just connecting with the right people and realizing somebody else has already done this. I don't need to completely invent the wheel and my business at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think entrepreneurs need to know that there are some common mistakes that are made, and the greater they can get insight into what those mistakes might be, the more likely they can grow around those kinds of things.
So if somebody has, and maybe we can talk, because we're going to keep him here and hopefully hold this discussion over into tomorrow as well, but if somebody has an idea, is that good enough to call you, or do they need to have more than that?
Yeah, no, we meet the entrepreneur where we find them, so having an idea, and even whether you think it's a good idea or not, coming and talking to us, helping us, helping you think through that idea, brainstorming, ideating around the idea, those are things that we'll do. We have a lot of different tools that can help you do that very quickly and confidently to figure out if that idea is something you want to pursue to the next level, or maybe forming a business.
The Northeast Indiana Innovation Center, dream big, get real. I love the thought there. You can find out more by calling them online. We'll be right back on Insight.